Okay, so I can't contain my excitement. Um, if you were looking for a full stat down on the Vegas Vancouver game, I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. I watched the game with friends. I don't have time to watch that whole game over again. I'm going to talk about the key points. I watched the whole game. We'll get to that. I'm still very excited by it. But we got to talk about Dallas, Colorado first and close this so I can walk over. Yeah. Colorado very much wounded going into this one. Landeskog did get cut by the skate in the last game, so he's out. Timmins is also out, so the defense definitely hurting. Dries and Barberio are in. Taylor Fadoon and Cogliano are out for Dallas. Hanley and Kiviranta, a name you're going to hear a lot in a minute, fill in. Dallas did not come out of the gate the greatest, but they do end up with a first goal. Ronson takes a tripping penalty. Hutch doesn't clear. Like, he gets the puck, plays it, doesn't really clear, goes right to a Dallas Stars player. I don't know why I said Dallasman. That's stupid. Heiskanen takes the shot, bounces off Pavelski. Radulov cleans it up at 2:39 for the power play goal. Avs go on the attack. Janmark gets hurt after blocking a Cole shot. He goes to the bench, but he comes back. But not until at 3:48, Nemeskov gets the goals by Cole and Kadri. Right after that, Como gets a really good chance, but he gets tripped up, doesn't get called. I don't know if I would have called it anyways. It looked like he just did it himself. Dries is a really good chance. Hutchinson laying up a lot of juicy rebounds, which, I don't know, that didn't look good. And with the final score, especially with the net front presence that Dallas has and they play with, it's tough. Burakovsky has a really good steal on Alexiak, and at 9:45 he gets a goal. What a snipe. Beautiful, beautiful play. Hanley then takes a holding penalty, puts the Avs on the power play, and they've had a weak power play, but not this time. Lindell, not Lindblom. Sorry, I'm really excited for tomorrow's game as well, apparently. Lindell blocks a Burakovsky shot. Very strong power play by the Avs, despite not scoring. What else I gotta say here? Very quick transitions, which are really helping them out. And Dallas playing a really soft defense. They aren't playing their game, but they find it towards the middle over the second. Second period starts. Girard has a really good chance, but it goes right through the crease. No one picked it up. Burakovsky then takes, I believe it was going to be a hooking penalty, but it doesn't ever get called because of 3:04. Kiviranta with the goals by Guryanov and Klingberg, his first career playoff goal. First of many. No one picks up Nieto on a breakaway, but he gets robbed by Hudobin, so it doesn't matter anyways. Janmark takes a holding penalty, and Kadri on the power play gets the goal at 5:45, just by Rantanen and Burakovsky. Hudobin just could not handle a puck, ends up loose, and Kadri cleans up. Perry takes a holding penalty. Kadri hits the post on a wide open net. I really do think if they would have had that goal, they would have ran away with this game. A lot of momentum was on the Avalanche side, and it really stayed that way for most of this period. It really would have helped that goal. Every goal helps, but like specifically, that's the way to go. The way the game is going. Hudobin big on the penalty kill on that one. Sagan, this is when commentary noted, and I was about to note this as well. Sagan not getting a lot of minutes on ice. He really hasn't done much at all in the playoffs, so I don't blame him. But it's weird to see a big player like that and on the ice. Rantanen turn aside while he's in front of the net. Really good chance there. Janmark has a break, but he's stopped. Nichushkin is stopped, and Kadri absolutely robbed on the backhand. Bounces off Hudobin. Kadri just throws it at the net, and it should have gone in, but no. Hudobin says no. And another Kadri chance that if it went in, it's Av take it easily. Much better period for Dallas. Sagan gets a couple of whacks towards the end, and they get a lot. In that final minute, it was all Dallas. Dallas was just ripping shots at Hutchinson, and he's letting up some bad rebounds. Third period off to a fast start. Radulov takes an interference penalty like 4 minutes in, but like it was just back and forth. Nothing really great though. McKinnon and McCarr both have really good shots in the power play, but nothing past Hudobin. Klingberg is stopped, and Radulov had a really juicy rebound. Couldn't get to it. Comfort takes a tripping penalty, and 11:28, Radulov gets a power play goal by Klingberg and Ben. It's that net front presence and poor. He's not. Hutchinson played a lot better than I would have expected, but still not great. Hintz with an opportunity. Guryanov hits the post, and as things tend to be, Nemestikov then gets a goal. This is by Comfort, and Zadorov his second of the night. 10 seconds later, though, Kiviranta. Not Kiviranta. I don't know why I want to call him Kiviranta. Is anyone named Kiviranta? I don't think so. But Kiviranta gets his goal 10 seconds later at 16:30, so by Hintz and Heiskanen. Cole has a couple really good late point shots that don't go. Again, that last minute, a lot of pressure from Dallas. Hutchinson has to make a big save on Ben, and then a really good one on Pavelski. Even if it went in the net, I don't think it would have counted. I think the buzzer went off. But just in case, he makes a good glove save. Overtime, Ben just misses Pavelski on what would have been an easy tap-in. Dickinson has a chance, and there's a loose puck for what felt like forever. I'm surprised Dallas didn't win it right there. O'Connor tries to jam one past Hudobin, but doesn't go. A lot of time in the offensive zone for the Avs, just no goal. Kiviranta gets a chance, and then at 7:24, Kiviranta, assisted by Sekera and Alexiak, for the overtime winner to send Dallas past Colorado. They do not choke in Game 7 with Kiviranta's first career hat trick. Shots on goal were 44-35 in favor of Colorado. Face-off percentage was 55.7 to 44.3 in favor of Dallas. Dallas went 100% on the power play, 2 for 2, while Colorado went 1 for 4 for 25%. Hits were 38-32 in favor of Dallas. Blocks were 26-22 in favor of Dallas. And save percentage was .909 to .857 in favor of Dallas. Biggest thing for Colorado, McKinnon's point streak died today. And, it's great that the depth scoring was there today, but that would have really mattered earlier in the series. It's tough. I mean, the Avalanche were dealing with so many injuries. So much went wrong in this series for Colorado. You gotta wonder what if they stayed healthy, but they didn't. This is what it is. Dallas going to the Western Conference Final. And, I'm a Vegas fan. I'm not going to pretend I'm not biased. Going into this game, I was like, it's over. There's no way they're beating Demko. Nothing's going past him. He's a hot goalie. None of the shots we're putting on him matter. He's winning. But that didn't happen. Spoiler alert. It was a masterclass of goaltending. Leonard had amazing robberies. Again, he only faced 14 shots, but he had some really big saves. Typical Demko, which with his bullshit. It's not bullshit. He's really good, but we have to talk about that later. Ryan Reeves. Oh my God. Listen, I love Ryan Reeves. I don't think he's typically a dirty player, but he has a really dirty hit late in the second period on Tyler Mott, and he gets a 5-minute major and ejected. And I'm at my friend's house. We're playing poker, and we just took a break so we could watch the game for a little bit, and I saw that, and I literally dropped to my knees and was like, oh my God, it's happening again. And everybody's laughing at me because, no one else I know is a Vegas fan. I live in New York. And they're laughing at me like, oh, Knight's going to lose. And then they kill the penalty. And I'm like, oh my God, they might do it. They might just do it. And if you follow me on Snapchat or you follow me on Instagram, you saw my reaction to the Shea THEROdore power play goal. I lost it. Late in the third period on the power play, THEROdore rips it from the point, and it goes past Demko. The only guy on the Knights to score on Thatcher Demko in both games, Shea THEROdore. Both great shots. The first one was better. That was super fancy. Loved it. And then the Knights get 2 empty net goals. The first one by Tuck, this is by Stastny, and then the last one, Stastny, is by Raw and Marchessault. Isn't it nice to see Marchessault score with all the shit Vancouver's been giving him? Canucks fans have been pretty ruthless towards the Vegas players recently, and I don't personally like the way they've been. I know I'm a fan, but just in general, don't go to the family members of athletes and start shit posting. Show some class. I think that's just disgusting. And it's just for jokes. Just don't be a shit tier person. I'm sorry, I'm saying the word shit a lot and probably shouldn't. This is YouTube. But I don't know. It really bugged me that that's how you're gonna treat a person. I get it, he's on the opposing team, but you can chirp a guy and not be an asshole, you know? Like, be creative, be funny, don't be a dick. Man, I'm cursing a lot, I'm sorry. I apologize for the 0 children watching this. Or shots on goal were 36-14 in favor of Vegas. Face-off percentage was 40.7 to 59.3 in favor of Vancouver. Power play percentage, 1 for 3 for 33% for Vegas, 0 for 4 for 0% for Vancouver. Hits were 45-27 in favor of Vegas. Block shots were 30-15 in favor of Vancouver. Save percentage was 100% to .917 in favor of Vegas. Before we get into my Vegas discussion, going forward for Vancouver, let's just give it to Vancouver really quick. I don't think anyone saw them in this position at this point. It's great. I really do like this Vancouver team. If they played anyone other than Vegas, I probably would have rooted for them. And it's sad to see them leave the playoffs because they really are a lot of fun to watch. But now they're out, so now we have to have a discussion. Markstrom is an unrestricted free agent heading into this offseason, and Thatcher Demko just played some of the best hockey of his life, some of the best playoff goaltending we've seen in a long time. Who do you go with? Demko's a cheaper option, but you only really have 2 games in the playoffs. Markstrom's been solid all season. He's a Vezina candidate. With the way the cap is, I don't see Markstrom getting re-signed. Any Vancouver fans in the comments below, let me know. Just any fans in general, if you have any opinions on that. I think that they're going to go with Demko going forward. They still have DiPietro, I believe, right? And Domingue as backups. I don't think you need Markstrom anymore. So he probably gets paid big on the free agent market. For Vegas, though, Leonard with 3 shutouts of Vancouver in this series, a 5-0, a 3-0, and another 3-0 win. This is like a little embarrassing almost, but at the same time, interesting stats for Vegas. They led the Canucks in shot attempts 542 to 350, shots on goal 273 to 170, high danger chances 107 to 66, expected goals 27 to 16, and actual goals 19 to 14. That last stat really hurts. When you realize how dominant Vegas has been in these games, you feel like I can't help but feel that this should have been ended earlier. But it wasn't. But their opponent also went 7 games. So now you got Dallas versus Vegas. As a Vegas fan, I like the way that Vegas matches up with Dallas. I also like that they exercise the demons of the 5-minute major. It seems, I don't know about you, but for me, it seems like Vegas went through the hard part. You know? Like, they needed to get over the fact that they blew a 3-1 lead last year. That they had that 5-minute major, and they did that. I kind of liken it to how Tampa, they beat Columbus. They did it with these overtime wins. They did it in a grittier style. They weren't being super fancy and stat patty. They just played hockey and won. They exercised their demons. Vegas just did it too. That's why I think that those two are going to meet in the final. I don't think either the Flyers or Islanders are in anywhere near the spectrum of Dallas, Vegas, or Tampa. It's going to be one of those 3 taking the cup. I don't see the Flyers or the Islanders winning against any of them. So we'll see. We got to see how Bishop and factors into the situation. We still have to see if Fleury factors in. I know that this might sound ridiculous, but I really wouldn't be surprised if Fleury starts the first game because Leonard played the back-to-back. Leonard's played a lot of minutes, and I know there's a lot of trade rumors surrounding Fleury. I don't think Vegas wants to lose him, so I think he might get the game 1 start. I really wouldn't be that surprised. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see the game 7 tomorrow night. I can't wait to see this series start. I can't wait to see. I'm just so excited for hockey. I'm really amped right now. I don't know if y'all can tell. Super amped. But that's all I got for hockey-wise. If you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you like my takes, you can find me on the Armchair Analyst Podcast on SoundCloud. You can also follow me on Instagram at Garrison5505. I'll type it in the description. And have a good night with a K because nights.